frosty heart of Washington, as snow continued to blanket the city, the White House was abuzz with preparations for its new occupant, Donald Trump. The master of dramatic political theater stood at the center of the stage, holding a letter unlike any other. This was no ordinary invitation. It was destined for Beijing, addressed to none other than Chinese President Xi Jinping. Will he come? Trump glanced at his team, a glint of challenge in his eyes. He knew this invitation was a political masterstroke. Inviting a foreign leader, especially the leader of America's top geopolitical rival, to attend a US presidential inauguration was unprecedented. Trump understood that this move would send ripples across the global stage. Welcome to Black Bloc Hong Kongers, your go-to channel for in-depth discussions on international politics and global crises. Stay tuned as we uncover the truths behind the headlines. Like, share, and subscribe to join our community of critical thinkers. Trump never masked his complex relationship with China. During his campaign, his rhetoric cut sharply into China's core interests: trade, fentanyl, even Taiwan. Yet this invitation to his inauguration appeared as an olive branch. In reality, it was part of his signature double game. We keep them guessing. That's the art of negotiation. For Trump, the invitation was a carefully calibrated move, testing Beijing's reaction. The gesture gauged China's response to potential confrontation, strengthening bargaining power. If she declined, Trump could frame China as uncooperative, laying the groundwork for tougher policies. Showcasing leadership, the invitation itself symbolized Trump's global significance and his willingness to engage with America's foremost rival. No matter what he does, I win, Trump remarked to his advisors.
I'm sorry, you're fired. Get out of here. Right?
Meanwhile, in Beijing, night had fallen over Zhongdonai. In a conference room lit with dim light, Xi Jinping's advisors engaged in a heated discussion. The invitation posed an extraordinary challenge. According to diplomatic norms, foreign leaders do not attend US presidential inaugurations. Trump's move disrupted this tradition. If we accept, the risks are immense, a senior advisor warned. He might turn this into a trap, imposing new tariffs once she returns home, but rejecting it could make us appear unwilling to communicate, diminishing our stature as a major power. Another advisor argued. For Xi, this was more than a diplomatic choice. It was a question of national pride and personal authority. Attending might expose him to ridicule or manipulation. Refusing, however, could be interpreted as weakness or non-cooperation. China needed to tread carefully, preserving its dignity without falling into a trap. In truth, Trump knew that the chances of Xi attending were slim, but for him, the act of inviting Xi was itself a performance. If Xi accepted, Trump could flaunt the gesture as proof of his international statesmanship, positioning himself as the orchestrator of dialogue between two superpowers.
就係獅子搏兔，君臨天下。
Look at this, he might say. We chose dialogue, not confrontation.
尤其是中国国家主席习近平对当选总统特朗普的警告。他强调，如果美国选择与中国对抗，将面临失去更多的风险，而合作则能带来双赢的局面。
If she declined, Trump could weaponize the rejection, painting China as uncooperative, thus justifying future economic or political pressure. See, Trump might say in his next press conference, I extended a hand of friendship, but China refused. This just proves they don't want to cooperate. It was both an olive branch and a hammer. From my perspective, this move by Trump isn't just a matter of diplomatic theatrics. It represents a larger geopolitical maneuver, one that highlights the shifting dynamics in the world order. A former US military officer, currently living in Taiwan, known as Uncle Topia, has analyzed the region's military and strategic conditions in depth. He argues that China is far from ready to launch an invasion of Taiwan, neither militarily nor economically. However, he points out a critical vulnerability: Taiwan's cybersecurity.
TVs and 7-Elevens all across Taiwan suddenly display a very rude message to American politician Nancy Pelosi. 2024, a massive 1.7 terabytes of data from Taiwan's Changhua Telecom is found for sale on the dark web. Although all these events may seem unrelated, they are all the result of cyber warfare.
This aligns with my belief that Xi Jinping prefers tactics covert, manipulative methods to direct confrontation. China has already built a network of authoritarian trade alliances with countries like Iran and Russia, positioning itself to oppose the US-led international order. The eventual outcome of the Russia-Ukraine war will likely shape Xi's decision-making, as it will provide a test case for the resilience of authoritarian power structures in the face of Western pressure. Trump seems to have identified this underlying strategy. His invitation to Xi carries an air of provocation. While Xi is unlikely to accept, this move could nonetheless provoke him into missteps or rash decisions, as the pressure of global attention weighs on him. At its core, this story isn't about whether Xi would attend. It's about how Trump frames the narrative to his advantage. As he once wrote in The Art of the Deal, "I create situations that work for me, where my opponents have to make choices that benefit me." America's adversaries squirm under the spotlight. By inviting Xi, Trump has constructed such a scenario.
Blood of patriots.
Hillary's going to win.
I will never, ever let you down.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
The invitation focuses global attention on Trump's moves.
Donald John Trump.
It increases pressure on Beijing. It appeals to hawkish lawmakers in Washington, while signaling a veneer of diplomacy to the world. For Trump's base, the move reinforces his image as a leader, unafraid to challenge norms, a man who could make. When the curtain finally falls, the true winner of this drama isn't Trump or Xi, it's the complexity of the narrative itself. Trump appears to be in control, while Xi faces a dilemma with no easy answers. Yet, like all great stories, the ending won't be written at the moment the invitation is sent. The real resolution will unfold in the months to come, as the next chapter of US-China relations takes shape. "This is just the beginning," Trump murmured off stage. "The real show is yet to come." Thank you for watching BlackBlock Hong Kong's Global Insight Network. Like, share, and subscribe for in-depth analyses on international politics and critical issues. Explore these videos next and join the conversation for a more insightful world.